recording some race results into CorrectedTime. So we'll start by going to the right event, November 2021, create a new race. We can set the date, 21st. The first race was at 12. Not a pursuit race. We'll set the officer. The race officers get points, average points for the event. So if they've sailed in it, it's not detrimental. Okay, now we can start entering the race entries. Hopefully the handwriting is good enough. This autofills so we can tab through unless we notice that the sailor has changed boats. And we can check 2 laps. And then we just enter in minutes and seconds. If we just keep typing, it'll insert the colon. If we need to go to, say, 1 hour 40 and 35 seconds, then we do that in minutes still. So that's, what was that, 140. So 47:35. And hit return, and it'll set us up for the next sailor. Any new sailors will have to be entered directly. Liam was in the laser light radar last time. He's in the Pico this time. It'll auto complete the yardstick value. We often don't have a sail number for the club boats. And then we can see Liam was on 2 laps, 57. So it just becomes repetitive. Let just check. She's on a 4.7, I think, yeah. So we can hit tab between these fields. 3 laps, 52:19. There's distinction between mirror single-handed and double-handed. They have different yardsticks. So just make sure you notice whether the mirror has a crew in there. Sometimes I'll put in the result, the last lap, even if the result is a did not finish or disqualified. Just gives a bit more context to the race. There's been a few times when I couldn't decipher any handwriting, and so sending the picture onto other people, maybe the people that wrote it on the race sheet, is a good idea. What was Alan in? Streaker. Again, the streaker, there's old boats, non-epoxy, and then new boats, which is basically Alan Gillard. And we've given the old boats an older handicap. You see 11:38 versus the new one, because they're so much less competitive. So you can probably see here, I think Cameron was in streaker, yeah. So we'll choose the non-epoxy one for him. No sail number. Okay, So now we've entered all of the sailors for the first race. We're going to, we can either publish or leave it in its current state. If we have a look at the November one here, you can see that the race we've just created, race 2, there's a little lock icon beside it. That means it's private, so you can see it, but general visitors can't. So we'll go back in there and we'll edit the race again. We can publish it, or we can publish it and submit the results to PY Online, and that's a tool that the RWA provide to take race results and analyse them to give us new yardstick values for the next season. So we'll publish and submit to PY Online. And again, if we go back to November, you'll see it's now published. Anyone can see that race. That's pretty much all there is to it. We're going to create race 3. That automatically follows on its time based on the Sheffield Viking race times for the Sundays. It picks up the officer and day and the safety officer from the previous race. So it tries to be as smart as possible and make you do as little typing as possible. The race sheet from Sunday is a little bit confusing, but it looks like Louis has done race 1 in these columns here, laps 1 through to 3, and then race 2 for the same entries rather than looking elsewhere. So we just need to scroll through, take that as lap 1, 2 and 3 for race 2. Anyway, I will get on with that offline. If you've got any problems, let me know and we can get together and solve it, or if there's likely a bug, I can solve that. It should work okay on mobile phones. The layout is slightly different in that you get a column for your race entry values instead of the rows that you get here, but the entry fields are exactly the same. Okay, bye.